Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books, and I have a very exciting announcement today. Heidi and I are starting a book club. Yes. Oh my goodness. So it's all about, wait for it, nature writing. Yes, I know you guessed. So Heidi is at My Reading Life, in case you don't know, but I'm sure you do. So we read a lot of nonfiction, especially nature writing together, and we're just super stoked about next year and, making that connection every single month and making it with some of you. So the book club is called Book Naturalists. I will type it in the description box below for you. And we have an Instagram account and a Twitter account by that same name, both platforms. And we will be using those three platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and this one, YouTube, for our book club, kind of switching it up every month for a little variety and just to explore, the options and figure out what works best. We'll be using all three platforms every month for content, but the actual discussions will kind of float around between the three. So let me just dive into the books. We've picked out the first four that I'm going to share with you now, and we're already throwing around ideas for the rest of the year because we just can't help ourselves. It's so much fun to pick out books to read together. So, starting off in January, we are going to be reading World of Wonders, In Praise of Fireflies, Whale Sharks, and Other Astonishments by Amy Nezhukumatatil. Wow. Yeah, so Amy is a poet who grew up immersed in nature with her mother, who is a doctor, and her father, who liked to hike quite often. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know the details, but this is an essay collection, and I'm sure that it's her being a poet, it has really beautiful language. It's also got adorable drawings. Frogs are so cute. The cover is gorgeous. I'm not sure who the artist is, but I will know more about that. Oh, Fumi Mini Nakamura. Yes. So this is our first one. It's a short, sweet, and I think it will be just a great introduction to the feel of our book club. We're really into nature, obviously, and diversity, and nature all over the world. So, World of Wonders. Another thing I want to mention is that these first four books are all from Milkweed Press, Milkweed Editions rather, and I just love them. I love this independent press. I discovered it through Stephanie at Time to Read, her independent indie press project that I participated in last year and will continue in this year. They were the independent press that really spoke to me. They carry nonfiction, fiction, poetry, and really focus on diverse authors and a ton of nature writing, across all three spectrums there: fiction, nonfiction, and poetry. So they just really are my jam. So all of these four are from Milkweed. So moving on from January, in February, we are going to be focusing on The Home Place, Memoirs of a Colored Man's Love Affair with Nature by J. Drew Lanham. Drew is a professor at Clemson in South Carolina, and he grew up in South Carolina. So this book is a memoir focusing on growing up with a love of nature and then growing up to be a Black man in a predominantly white field and what that's like. So looking forward to getting to this one. And then March is my birthday month. So for March, I had to pick the book that speaks to my soul. Ecology of a Cracker Childhood by Janice Ray. The Forests of the Southeast Find Their Rachel Carson. So this is, I believe she probably grew up a decade or two before me, but she was growing up in the pine woods of southern Georgia, and I grew up in the pine woods of North Florida. So I feel like this book is going to completely resonate with my childhood. Like, I just can't even. But yeah, and there are pictures. Y'all know I love pictures. So look forward to getting to this one. And then to round out the first third of the year, like it's not a quarter, the first third, we're doing another memoir. Tim Winton, the famous author. I have not read any Tim Winton yet, so I think it's fun that my first will be a nonfiction Island Home, a landscape memoir. So this is, I'm not sure if it's his childhood or, you know, just anecdotal. Yeah, boyhood here. But yeah, growing up in Australia. So I think that these 3 memoirs will be a really neat grouping to go through and get different perspectives from different people and different places, and then kicking it off with our essay collection. And then the rest of the year, wow, so it'll be mostly nonfiction. I think that we've got a fictional story, a new release, no less, from an Indigenous author later in the year, and I'm considering picking up a poetry collection. There are a couple months that we're going to vote on the read. 1 month we're going to vote on a classic, a naturalist classic, and 1 month we're going to vote on a contemporary release. So super excited about that. As far as the book club goes, again, we will be on Instagram with some, you know, just inspiring nature content. Instagram is just very visual, so we'll be using that platform to inspire ourselves visually and to pass along information about the month's activities. January, World of Wonders, we are going to host the discussion through our stories, so through Instagram stories. So I'm going to experiment with that. I'm not a big user of Instagram stories, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm sure it'll be fabulous. So check on Instagram for the schedule for that. And then Twitter is more informational, so we'll be sharing probably more links there and maybe some quotes and things from the books that we're reading each month. And then February, we're going to host the discussion. Nope, that's not February, that's March. February, we're going to host the discussion of the home place on Twitter. And we're thinking to do a timed chat so that you all will know when we're going to be live on Twitter to chat around about the stories, the memoirs, you know, the discussions. So yeah, and then March, my birthday, we're gonna be vlogging this, and we're gonna invite you to vlog too if you're interested, or just, you know, comment in on the vlogs. And then this is a little bit scary, but for April, we're going to try our first YouTube live. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, Let me know if you have any questions about our new book club, and check in the discussion box for the account name for Instagram and Twitter, and I'll have Heidi's channel linked below as well if you are not yet subscribed to her. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and please join in. Go ahead and subscribe on Instagram and Twitter so you will just get all of that fabulous information. So thanks so much for watching, and I will be back soon. Bye.